So hello everyone. Yesterday we had the Npsc prelims examination. I hope you have attempted all the questions, not all the questions, but some of the questions. So even from the Toppers Academy, we would like to give an analysis. We've already provided the answer K, both for the set A as well as set B. One thing we would like you to remember is that there will always be some errors in the answer keys by the coaching institutes, okay? Though the degree of the errors may vary from one coaching institute to another. So your marks may increase or decrease after the official answer key is released. But in order to make sure that you are somehow like you really want to know whether you're clearing the exam or not, whether your answers are correct or not. So from that point, we have provided the answer keys. So some answers maybe there may always be some errors in the answer keys, okay, but we have tried to make it as minimal as it is possible. So there will be two parts of analysis. First is the analysis of the questions by me, then after that the C set questions will be analyzed by Sir Kilang EAC, okay. So the first one is that also there are lots of students who are quite curious about what happens. They are quite curious about that there are different sets of questions for the set B, right? Booklet series B. But we would like to tell you that this is mostly for the PWD candidates, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? Then set B question, this starts with the C set questions. So those peoples are a little more unlucky because they are starting with the C set questions, and C set was quite difficult. Now the first one for the set A question, they are starting with the current affairs. So this is current affairs, okay? So this is current affairs. So Ministry of Tribal Affairs, so we have told you that the current affairs, they are on schemes. So this is relating to which Eglavia Model Residential School is relating with which categories, relating to which category of the people. So this is relating only with the scheduled tribe, okay? So the answer will be one only. It is not relating with scheduled castes or other backward classes. It is relating only the scheduled tribes, and we are scheduled tribes, right? So if you can eliminate this two option, that is scheduled castes and scheduled and other backward classes, that is two only. In this, if you eliminate this, you can come to the correct answer, which is one only. Now the second thing is the public distribution system. So this is about like giving ration. I'm sure that you guys used to take rice, sugar, right? So the main objective, so this one for us, we have take this correct answer, but also there is a little confusion between option A and option B. Why? Because they also provide full security to eligible rural and urban household by providing them subsidized. That means the food grains are provided 3 rupees per kg, 3 rupees per kg of rice and so on, right? So this can also be right, but this is also under targeted public distribution system, okay. Then the another thing is that actually the main objective is it provides essential and other food grains is subsidized rate. So this also somehow it makes sense, but here they do not give meat because not everyone can, not the government cannot give meat to everybody, right? So in that way we can put this as wrong. So A is the correct answer. Now number 3, during his tour to Russia, the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, this is very easy. So this is very easy question, so this will come under easy, and anybody who have read the current affairs might have come across this. Even me, when I was taking the prelims crash course, I've already told you about this. And July 2024, the Union Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, they have increased the role of the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir, okay? So this will come under moderate, okay. Moderate. So this one, it's not very easy. So the powers of the lieutenant governor is now relating with police in public order, all India service, as well as appointment of advocate general in law officers. So this is 1, 2, and 3, and those people who have conceptually and who have followed the news and read thoroughly only will be able to answer this question. Now the fifth one is the accretion. What is the full form of accretion? So this comes under schemes. So schemes are very important for the current affairs. So the full form is Agri Fund for Startup in Rural Enterprises. So this is quite moderate. For me, I have come across this, so it's quite easy because I know that this is for startups in rural enterprises. This is an agri fund, and you can use all this kind of schemes in the agriculture question in the mains as well. The another thing is also another mission. This I've already talked, not in the current affairs, but also this is relating with the static portions also. Okay, so renewable energy. This is relating to National Green Hydrogen Mission. So this is also for those who have come across this, it's easy, but for those who have not come across this, it's difficult. So it can be called as moderate. Which of the following is not a part of Npsc? So this will be easy for those who have studied for UPSC because it's a part of international relations, as well as it becomes a part of current affairs. So I've already told you that Npsc full form. How do you remember is that the countries PIMST then PN Polnan nahi, right? So if you replace PIMSTE and then deduct this to NPN, then you get the number of the countries. So China is not a part, right? Because C is not a part of this. Then the site Moti India International. So sports is an important part of the Npsc. So badminton can also be called as moderate. Manrika, when it came into effect, it came into effect in the year 2006. It is quite easy. This is very easy because this is a part of Indian economy as well as current affairs, and I've already talked about this with you guys as well. So the number 10 is, which of the following landmark act or bill of the government came into effect in September 1948? So this is quite came into effect in September 1948. So this is quite difficult. I'll say that's difficult because even if we have come across this, we don't remember which one is in the September 1948. So the answer is Minimum Wages Act. Okay. Number 11 is, as per the seismic zone map of the country, zone 5 is what percent? This is also part of Indian geography, but this is also very quite difficult. So we can see this quite difficult because the data is there and we can't use elimination technique here, but the answer is 11%, and you'll find this in the Indian geography in CRT books. So this one, borehole, this is quite difficult. This is also part of current affairs. So this borehole geophysics research laboratory is it in Karat, Maharashtra, and this is for, so what is the purpose? So this is like UPSC type kind of question. So remember that here you have to eliminate question the answer that is relating with drinking water, because this is not for drinking water. So anything that's relating water, you have to remove it because this is relating with taking the earth and understanding about the earth, right? So only 1 in 3. So 1, 3, and 5 about the help in studying the earthquake also. So the answer is 12 is number C. This one is meant the current affairs. If you have read the current affairs, you can answer this. So this can also be called moderate. The Ratna Bandar. So this is also has been in news. So this also can be called as moderate. Those who have come across this, very easy. If not, it's difficult for them. This can be called as difficult because this is in the year July 2020. So July 2020, it's not 2024, 2023. So this can be called as the difficult, and the answer is Maruti Suzuki. Bharatiya Naya Sanhita. This is easy because this was a part of the recent current affairs, right? So this can be the Indian Penal Code, and anybody who is a serious aspirant might have come across this, so it's easy. Study 2000. So this one, island syndrome, so here you have to use your own common sense here. So common sense is like many people might have take this question, but this is number B is the correct answer. Okay, so this also can be seen as difficult, hard. So India won the 2024 World T20 series. So many people will be thinking that India won twice, but they are asking that India won this year, but how many times India have won previously? That means total this year and last time was two, right? So previously it has won one time. Who took over the 30th staff of the, this is easy because even I've mentioned and I've told you that it's very important for you to remember who are holding important positions in India, like, and we have already seen his picture also, and we have already checked his picture even when I was teaching about this to you guys. What is the special majority needed to get a constitutional amendment bill passed in the parliament? So Indian polity is mostly easy. Okay, Indian polity is mostly easy. So the 20 is, you can study this mostly from Indian polity, Lakshmikan, and I've explained to you all of this. Okay, so this are very easy. This comes directly very easy, and I've already explained to all of you regarding Indian polity. So this is number D, Niti Ayog. So Niti Ayog, this is a little difficult, not little, moderate we can say, because you'll be confused where exactly it comes, but you know that Niti Ayog replaces planning commission, right? So you can put the planning, so even by just thinking you can go through that. The latest amendment, so this comes along with the current affairs with but Indian polity, mix of current affairs and Indian polity. So this will be moderate, and this is the women's reservation. Now the next one is not among the speaker of the Lok Sabha. I've already explained to you about this, about this, about this. So this one, the second one, is not what the speaker of Lok Sabha is doing, right? So number P is wrong. Insurance policies too is a little difficult. This is kind of weird, but it's a little difficult, so you need to have conceptual understanding for this. And the answer is number D, that is, it has mandated a 15% discount on third-party premiums for EVs. But electric vehicles are very important even for mains, okay? They may ask you this question in the exam. Now the Bharat Bill B platform, this one is current affairs, and also for me I knew this answer, so this is about RBI, because for UPSC also they really wanted to focus on this. Quad countries, so to Quad countries international relations, but again it's current affairs, so this can also be moderate. Earlier it was about to host in India, okay? Now this one, Chungtang Teng, where is it located? So this is quite easy. Chungtang is something that is relating with it will be northeast, so it will be the Arunachal Pradesh or Sikkim. So if you know any of this, then you can take the risk and you can mark it, okay? So it's a Sikkim. Which is the global investor? So this can also be easy because this is like current affairs, right? Now the next one is this is a little difficult because here, even if you have watched the Olympic, you have to put here a lot of your ideas and a lot of your common sense into it, and you have to see it. So that the correct answer is, it was the second consecutive bronze medal for India in this event of the games, because earlier and the previous Olympic also India got bronze medal, okay, in the hockey, Indian hockey. The Skijativo, this is located in the Park Strait in Sri Lanka. So this one can also be a part of Indian history, Indian polity, as well as current affairs. So it's in 1974, okay. This science is quite easy. Science too is mostly very easy. It can be studied from Lucien Cheke, from NCRTs, and also ma'am Dr. Zuchan Bini might have taught you all this. So it's very easy. Science is very easy, okay. So everybody knows that it is a chemical reaction. Sodium chloride is common salt. 33 is a little difficult. but the answer is number D. Now process mixture. Process very easy. This is very easy. Zinc in copper. 35 is also very easy. 36 answer is D. D is also quite moderate, I think. Absorption of water from the ground by the plant root is an example of. So I got here confused between osmosis and capillary action. Let me just check in internet. Absorption of water from ground by plant. So it is osmosis, right? So this is osmosis. So somehow people get confused with this, but the answer is osmosis. Okay, this one, not capillary action. The process of blood clotting, this is easy. This you'll find all this in Houston Cheeky book. Okay, coagulation is very easy. At room temperature, the falling, which one flat. So even if you don't know this is moderate. You can see that whenever you put honey, it don't flat, right? You sometimes mix honey with water and you drink it in the morning, right? So it don't flat, it sink or it gets dissolved. So only ice in oil, the flat in a bucket of water. Number 40, you have to go through all the statements. So whenever they ask you this kind of statements, don't think that it's difficult. Try to go through each and every statement. Sometimes it's very easy. So the weight of a body is due to the gravitational force of the earth acting on it. This is correct. The force of gravity decreases with altitude. That is also correct. The force of gravity could be different in different places of the earth. This is correct. Gravitational force is equal regardless of masses. This is false because different masses, different gravity, right? So this one is wrong. So only 1, 2, 3 is correct. So it's 40 is A. Now the next one is in scientific term, there's no work done. So actually there's no work done means I was confused with this number 2, but then number 2, right? But I'm sure that a person is swimming from end. If you swim from one end of a bowl to the other, you're doing some work, right? So I was confused with number 2, but here only 3. If you remove only 3, because anyway they are doing work here, right? So only this is left, so you put that option. A speed that is 5 times faster than the speed of sound is hypersonic. Quite easy. Organic farming is a farming, so here you have to use common sense along with your knowledge. So this is all the 3, okay? And which is responsible for building and repair of body tissues? Proteins. Many people might be confused of vitamins, but it's proteins because they are this. You can just use your common sense here, right? So even this is easy. Potato chips, you eat a lot of chips, so here it is, they use nitrogen. Acid rain is also easy. Sulfuric and nitric acid. Pure gold is soft, so this is also easy. So this is by adding silver and copper. Non-metals, except graphite, which conducts electricity, this is also easy. That is alcoholic drinks, you know that you have ethanol. Then the next one is carbohydrates, glycogen. Then the kidneys are excretion. This is very easy. All this you'll find in Houston Cheeky book. Blood pressure is much greater in the arteries and the veins. You can see this in Houston Cheeky book. Cannot be donated for the purpose of transplanting brain, because brain is there. Then organism, so here this is a little confusing. 54, because here they say that reproduction, unlike other life process, is not essential to maintain. If they mention to continue, then you can say that this is wrong, but here they have made this is right, but they have mentioned here maintain, right? Maintain, that means even a person, if you are not married, then you can continue with your life, right? So for me, I feel like reproduction is not essential for you to maintain, but for you to continue organism, to continue the individual organism, this is needed. But for maintaining it, even without reproduction, you can do this. So it depends on the interpretation of the Npsc. But 2 and 3 is correct, so either it will be B or D. Okay. uh in our houses we get electric power supply. This is quite easy. So this is the live wire is a red color, right? So which of the following geographical regions of India are tropical deciduous forest found? Mostly this also is quite not very sure, because it's mostly found in the Deccan region, but it is also found in the Himalayan foothills as well as the Western Ghats, as well as it's found on the Eastern Ghats mostly. So I have marked both A and B, so it depends on the Npsc which is the correct answer. The cyclone that originates also mostly from northern Indian Ocean. Even though it's the Indian Ocean, it's the northern Indian Ocean. It also originates from Bay of Bengal. So as well as Arabian Sea. So I've marked both A and B. It depends on Npsc which one to choose. 58 is quite easy. The most commonly occurring natural hazard is flood. Mm, Parasnath is the highest, but this is quite difficult. This is in Chutta Nagpur. The largest producer of bauxite, I've already told you this. This is very easy. This is Orissa. Older than Himalayas is difficult. This is actually difficult. This is Ganga. Which of the following does not receive rainfall from either of the two? So actually the options can be wrong, because Delhi also receives from both, Punjab also receives, Haryana also receives, Madhya Pradesh also receive from one. So all of them they receive, right? Which of the following is the largest freshwater lake? This is very easy. So Indian geography is quite easy to motivate. This is Wolar Lake in Jammu and Kashmir. Which of the following is the southernmost point of the Indian mainland? Kanyakumari. Some people say Cape Comorin also, so both can be correct. The major crops grown in the Kharif season are, we have already discussed this. This is very easy: rice, jute, and cotton. What percentage is forest covers 33%. The Deccan Plateau is primarily composed of which type of rock? Basalt. And which of the following is the oldest? Oldest Aravalli range. You'll see this in the Cheki Pokoni. And which part is the Hemis National Park located in Jammu and Kashmir? It's in Ladakh. But since they have not given Ladakh, and it was before the bifurcation, so it depends on Npsc. This is very easy. By which name is a river promoter known as Tibet? It's the Tsangpo. We have already discussed about this. Tsangpo means the purifier. Which of the following is not a form of coral reef? This is easy. Barrier, fringing, and atolls are all a part of coral reefs, right? Which state in India has the highest population density according to 2011 census? I've already told you that 2011 census is very easy, very important, and I've already explained to you that Bihar is it. Now, which of the following is the highest proportion of the people belonging to Shiddur tribe in its population? So this is difficult, because we know that somehow Madhya Pradesh is the highest, but here in proportion to the population, Mizoram have the highest, because Nagaland, Mizoram, where almost everyone is STs, right? So Mizoram will have the highest. Urban population according to 2011 census. This is quite difficult, but the answer is Tamil Nadu. You will be confused between Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. The answer is Tamil Nadu. Highest coffee producing state is very easy. This is Karnataka. Who wrote Poverty? Indian history is also very easy, and I think we have already explained to you many of this. Who wrote Poverty and Unpredictable in India? This is very easy. Everybody knows this. That the Bainaruchi. Hierarchy, I've already told you that this is important, and this is Government of India Act of 1919. And which year Justice Party was formed? 1916. Constituent Assembly was chosen by indirect election. Quit India movement, we have already told you that this is in Mumbai, in Gwalior Tank or something. Permanent settlement in Bengal, Lord Cornwallis, easy. First Factory Acts, you'll see this in Spectrum. First Factory Act, Lord Ripon, because it was a very good Governor General. Not part of the Charter Act of 1813. We have already told this, but you have to use your common sense a little bit, because they have abolished the monopoly of British East India Company over India, but they continued the Chinese trade. So this is wrong, right? Let's say which is not true. So whenever you read the statement, look carefully whether it's correct, or which is correct or which is not correct, right? The official name of the Simon Commission is also is the Indian Statutory Commission. Which of the following, so this you have to read this in detail. This you'll find this in spectrum itself. Which of the following provisions were not part of the including the report of the All India Party Conference, popularly known as the Nehru Report? So Nehru Report was given by Motilal Nehru. So they were not in support of separate electorate for Muslims. So this is the option, and this is moderate. H.Sari was from 1920. It's quite easy. Chittaranjan that's founded the Swaraj Party. So this can be quite moderate. All India Trade Union Congress, everybody knows this is in 1920. Quit India, this is quite difficult. Who did not support the Quit India resolution? So this is Vidhi Savarkar. And which act made the Governor General of Bengal the Governor General of India is the Charter Act of 1833. And if you know who is the first Governor General of India, then you can comment in the comment box below. Which one is not correct, which is false, means Kolam Guris Chujirao Julio, what's his name? So 92, which of the following granted separate electorate to Monumental? This is very easy. 1909, which movement was launched by South Texas to civil disobedience? So this is also easy mentioned directly in the spectrum. Dominion status, this though it's also part of the previous year questions papers and Griff's proposal. Subhash Chandra Bose autobiography. So many people might have ticked India Wins Freedom. India Wins Freedom is a book that is being written by Subhash Chandra Bose, but his autobiography means the book that he is writing by himself. So the name of the book is in Indian Pilgrim. Who deciphered the Brahmi script? So Brahmi script is James Princip. I've already mentioned this, so this is very easy. Who is the author of Tariq-e-Firoz Shahi? This is quite difficult. So Ziauddin Barani is not correct. False. So Chataka stories, I have told you about Chataka stories, all about the monkeys and all. Not monkeys, those frogs, Tingle di Takishina. So these are a part of Buddhist history. They deal with previous word of Buddha. This is animal character, then idu wrong ase. Kandara art is known for its depiction of Buddha. This is easy. Art and culture. Harappan civilization, I've already mentioned and told you that this has not been deciphered. BGW, I also told you there's banded where that is being used. Satavahanas, this is a little difficult. Not true. For Satavahanas too. The false one is primarily comprised of modern day Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu no hoega na idu moi photo kan bhi pathai dikhai dishi apne kan ki, but this is difficult to recall in the exam like situation. So idu modern day Andhra Pradesh, Sri Lanka na kan ahibuna. Panini book also I've already discussed, told you Sanskrit grammar ase. Kalhana Rajatarangini, this is I told you that idu Kashmir kan la ase. Director General of Archaeological Survey of India is very easy. Alexander Cunningham. Rig Veda also I've told you that they are divided into 10 mandals. Amir Khusro was a disciple of. This is also in Liusin Cheki, Nizamuddin Auliya. Tapakat Nasiri, this is a little difficult. This is very difficult actually. This is written by Minjas Siraj. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, I've already told you that he was so stupid in he keep on transferring his capital and his Dawlatabad. Odd one day, I don't know. I don't understand this question. Which one is odd one? But according to the logic, Tughlaqabad, Siri, Firuzabad were all built during the Sultanate period, but Shah Jahanabad was built by Shah Jahan during the Mughal period. So we put that. Firaun is it will be a little difficult as a Vijayanagar Empire Krishi. In which year Shah Jahan inaugurates new capital Shah Jahanabad? This is very difficult. 1639. Dini Ilahi, this is very easy. Akbar. The land revenue system prevalent during the period of Delhi Sultan is known as Iqtidari system. So, many people might have taken Jakiyatari, Mansabdari after looking at the options, but it's Iqtidari. So we always tell you that you have to go through all the options. Brihatishwara temple, I've already told you that this is being built by Raja, I think Rajendra one, I think, Chula dynasty. So it is easy to moderate. Indian polity is very easy. I've already explained all of this to you. Which articles of the Indian Constitution deals with proclamation of national emergency? Article 352, the term circular by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act, which Indian states the second largest number of seats in Lok Sabha after Uttar Pradesh. This I have not told you, but it's Maharashtra. This also I've told you. Tenure of Chief Election Commissioner is 6 years to 65 years. Which constitutional body, Finance Commission, who presents over June City Speaker of Lok Sabha? Very easy. Which is the first state to implement Panchayat Raj system? Very easy. Public interest litigation by Justice Pinbak, but they have already told you this, especially for the March page or June page, July page or so. I've already explained in detail. Bicameral legislature, I told you that they have Tombak, right? I've already mentioned this to you. This Telangana T is not for Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. So P is for Bihar. Then some people might have read Tamil Nadu, but T is for Telangana. 74 is urban local, but it's very easy. Union territory is all difficult, I say, but it's part 5, 6, 7, 8, part 8. 127D, Autonomous District Council 6 scheduled. Judicial review, I told you there's both Supreme Court and High Court. CBI is by CSO, in which your Reserve Bank of India was nationalist. I've already told you this. 1949. GST also I've already told you. Vijay Kilkar. Commodities taxation I've already explained. And Indian economy section in March page. Only March page might have attended this. This is high inflation and high unemployment. And this talk first introduced to this is moderate because it's difficult to remember in the exam like situation and the context of discuss unemployment. I've already told you this. This is that it is overemployment in the agriculture sector. Repo rate also I've already explained this in detail. The rate at which RBL lends money to commercial bank. 136 is a little difficult. I didn't tell you about this. Balance of payment is easy. Statement. Oxfam report also. For me, I knew about this, but this is about current affairs. Which institutions responsible for the insurance sector in India? Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, right? Now, deficit financing is like deficit financing. I've already explained this to you. What is deficit financing? Is printing new currency, and when you don't have money to repay back the loan and you want to spend it, but you print new currency, so this can be maintain new funds. The rest to Kilang will explain the CSET part. So CSET is quite lengthy, okay? It's very, like, in the exam situation, it's quite difficult. It's very time consuming, and until you are from maths background, it's quite difficult. But still, with this, you can do it. And these are like UPSC kind of a question, but it's quite doable, but it's lengthy. So you can always do CSET in the last, right? So computer be easy to share input, which is not an input device. So speaker, app is application, cloud computing is A, very easy, ATM is very easy, ATM, artificial intelligence is T, Lota Angkami. Actually, Nagaland is a little difficult, okay? So Lota, it's easy. I'm sure if you're a serious aspirant, you know about this. Dimapur district, it all confusion last say, but it's autonomous. I say autonomous. 172, 173 though. This one I don't know exactly how many non-Nagas have been elected, so it can be more than 3 or 5 or 7, but we have taken 3. Ursula Graham Brower, Manrika though it's easy, 90 to 10. This new solar, this I've already studied when I was an aspirant, so this is Matam new. Yim Chungwagan last year. Naga Hills District Code and Ministry, Korong for Village Council, and they will keep on asking about Village Council even in the mains also. Okay, 1/3 is easy. The first Naga political agent to, I think it will be Butler. In the internet is mentioned as John Gregory, but in the book, in everywhere is written in Butler, so that's more correct. Igniting cultural tradition, all of the difficult I say, because even if we don't follow all this news, in this was in 2022, so this is difficult. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav ase. 81 to easy, everybody knows. It will be all of difficult ase until unless you are in Angkami or Chakisang, but both B and C are correct. Which festival celebrating common heritage? It will be a lot difficult ase, because if you were not even reading current affairs, so it's difficult. It will be a lot difficult. The Millet festival ase. archaeological stuff ito see as a cross enrollment which will look difficult in order to exactly know the data and everything is related also, everything is a little same. 186 to BSc handmaidens to Tupashi is quite fine. 188 to very difficult because we don't know when it was launched. Even if I read also, I might not have been able to solve this question. Charity video. It will be female folk and be a little difficult as because we don't know na liang mai ka charity masakan asina na we don't know. Lam issue is easy. Kimningan kan la asina nam. So Vita Peck is also easy. Village card moderate, I think. No more fight agreement also quite moderate. Battle of Mizuma. And the Npsc they're giving rupees 3. This the string of second legislative assembly though. This though not very sure. It may be not be 40. So please cross check this. Happy flow. Ido Rafazanu. I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, Miss Universe. To launch it, but this is difficult. Okay, so the distribution of free sanitary pads. So happy flow I might have ticked A, but this is B. Okay, so the difficult I say Kohati bench kide inaugurate be very difficult ki chane mo magana no 1990 to chane but then later difficult. Power demand also this is difficult because somehow it's written here, some is written here, the big is 180, some you'll find 200, so it can be either this or that. Symmetrize lado, this also you have to go to the website and read because even if you know that's about 20 like per year you get confused. So but the answer C. And then them digital affirmation baki niti hoisholido. It is not relating with meteorological forecasting system using remote sensing mapping. This is mostly relating with soil and water management, the use mobile based technology and so on, right? So that is it. So CZ is difficult, Nagaland is also difficult, current affairs is difficult, Indian polity is easy, Indian modern history is easy, science is easy. Science is easy, then ancient and medieval is also doable. Current affairs is difficult. So mostly the question is from the in exam sense, like when we're just explaining it's easy, but in exam it's quite doable. So there will always be an element of surprise. For example, this time she said was difficult, right? Who knows, next year it may be easy. They may make Indian history difficult, right? So this is how they work with the unpredictability. But then you have to remember that there are some things which you can change and which you can control. Like they will always try to put that surprise element, because if the exam is easy, then they will think that, oh, in BSc exam it's very easy for everybody. So but they want to, even to commission, they want to maintain their thing, no, that it is difficult for people and they're working on the unpredictability. So this time in BSc, she said it's conceptual. Who knows, next year they may make modern Indian history conceptual, because earlier Indian polity was conceptual and so on, right? So they keep on doing that, but then there will always be some subjects which they will ask from the command source. So you don't have to change the source, okay? With the same source you can answer Indian modern Indian history, economy, Indian modern economy. You can answer with the same source. You can answer Indian polity, and you can answer Indian geography, ancient and medieval, and so on, right? So you don't have to change the source, okay? There are some things, and if you can answer some CSAT, some Nagaland, science also it's very easy, science was also easy, some current affairs, then you can then your marks can increase, right? So don't think that just because there are some element of surprise, don't think that you will keep on changing the way you study, okay? I mean, you have to use the same source only. Believe in our source, because even if it's not helpful, even if it might not have been helpful now, it will be helpful in mains, it will be helpful in NSSP, right? Or it may be helpful in next attempt. So who knows, this time as I said, was conceptual, doesn't mean that it will be conceptual next year. It will be next year more easier because they are focusing on the surprise element, right? So the questions is mostly motivated tough, and since looking at even the vacancy, it can be, we can say that the cutoff may be the cutoff. If you are a junior candidate and if you are scoring above 95 plus, then you can start preparing for the mains. Okay, and if you are a PT, then 80 plus you can start preparing for the mains. So the questions were moderate to difficult. Cutoff won't be very high, don't worry. Even if people are saying that I score 131 40, don't be scared. People are just like that. So you have to prepare for mains. You can take a 1 week break and you can start preparing. And for the CSAT, we will come with another detailed video. Okay, yeah, so thank you, all the best.